I'm back. Kind of. It has been forever, and there have been a lot of changes. Like my hair, for example. If obviously the people who are not watching me on YouTube cannot see this, so for those of you that are lame and won't watch me because I am absolutely entertaining, my hair is red now, or burgundy, or as my mother's friend put it, what was it? Not cherry. Cranberry. As my mother's friend put it, it's cranberry. So, yeah, if you ever see me on the street, my hair is officially red. I'm officially a redhead, and I'm loving my life. So, that's kind of nice. I just felt like I needed a change in my life, like we all fucking do. And I don't know, just be like that. But anyways, I've missed you guys, and I've literally been so not used to doing this anymore that I don't even remember half of the shit I said in the beginning. So, I don't know, just go back to my old episodes. I just know that it's available on certain platforms. You know the gist at this point. I'm doing book reviews. I don't think I need to get into the spiel, so I'm just not going to even bother. My blog has been non-existent because life, and I'm going to literally tell you about my life because as you see by the title, I am alive, but barely. And there's reasons for this. So, if you haven't been following me on Instagram, I posted some little tidbits of my life so far, a little bit. I'm still not even really that active on there, but I posted some stuff. So, follow me at K the Writer. That is Kae, the writer. I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling y'all. But I know some people have been listening to my podcast during my absence, which is really sweet. Thank you, guys. I know I kind of left y'all hanging, and I apologize. But I'm gonna explain why in a minute, so forgive me. Plus, I'm coming on here crusty and dusty, so I'm just saying, like, I should still be forgiven. Featuring my boyfriend's hoodie. Yeah, you heard that right. I have a boyfriend now. I have met someone, so I will explain that in a minute. But for right now, yeah, you should really check out his book. You already kind of know, because I think I've mentioned him before on here. It's called The Crimson Witch. I will put his link down below. But yeah, I'm wearing his merch officially. So yeah, I'm a supportive girlfriend, I suppose. So yeah, check him out. Boop. Anyways, so first thing, because I literally have a list on my iPad right now because I realize I'm that type of person who will go off on a tangent and we don't need that to happen. So, yeah. First thing, I got a promotion at my job. Because remember how I told y'all that I had quit that one warehouse job I was at because I hated it? Well, okay, I went back to another job, one of my older jobs that, I used to work at a lot. And they promoted me, so yeah, that's pretty much sucked up most of my week. Hence why I don't really have as much time to record. The only reason why I'm recording this week is because I've had 3 days off in a row. I haven't had 3 days off in a row, and I can't remember how long. So, yeah. Do I like it? Debatable. Everyone who knows me knows I complain consistently about it, but it's fine. I mean, it's money. So, yeah. Gotta love fucking capitalism, right? I literally put plus fuck capitalism because I don't know. I was going through it for a while when I started this job because I was just like, what's the point in working? And I'm like, I'm earning all this money. I'm not getting enough money. I can't even pay rent. I can't even move out. I can't even pay for a car. Blah, 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 blah. I'm working my booty hole off, not even to really live because I can't really live off of what I'm earning. And I'm just like, what the fuck is the point in working? Can I just go frolic in the woods and get railed? Like, I don't really like to work. I'm sure everybody's seen this on TikTok about people who are like, oh, I'm quiet quitting, or I'm quitting my job because capitalism sucks and this isn't right. 40-hour work weeks are trash. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you've heard it at this point. It is what it is. But I've also been in that mindset, and I just go through this period of cycle where I'm like, where the fuck am I going in my life? Is any of this worth it? Am I wasting my time? How long am I going to be stuck at this goddamn dead-end job? I'm 21 years old, and I'm like, I'm about to graduate college, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I get out of college, and I'm like, so impending doom. Basically, that is the extent of what my life has been lately. Impending doom. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what that job really... like, that promotion literally ticked the thing off in my head. And I was like, bro, I don't know if I could do this shit. I don't like to work, bro. I don't like to work. I'm a hardworking person, but I hate to work. But I like money too much. So it's a really tough situation I'm in, and I hate it. But enough about that. Y'all already know about that. So, yeah. Okay, so number 2, I started a new motherfucking book. Oh my god, I know. Again, if you guys followed me on fucking Instagram, you would have known I started a new book, and you would have been getting updates on said new book. But y'all don't do that, so I don't know what to tell you. But here, y'all gonna be behind, but it's fine. So I started a new black romance novel. I'm not gonna reveal the title yet because it's still in the first draft stages. Yeah, you're not getting a sneak peek yet. Nobody has. Aside from my boyfriend, that's literally it. He's the only one who's gotten a sneak peek so far of what it is. But I'm currently 4 chapters away from finishing it. It's at like 32 or 34,000 words. Quite a bit. It's a little shorter on the end than I expected. I wanted a little bit longer. But again, this is first draft stages. I'm sure I'll add extra stuff anyway. But it's going so well so far. And oh my god, I haven't fell in love with a story this deeply since maybe Set Me Free. 4 Pink Walls was like, I was in love with it on and off. It was like a real toxic relationship. But this is the first book I've written all the way through, and I just had nothing but just love for it. And I just can't wait to show everybody what it's about. I can't wait to start getting beta readers for it. I can't wait to start talking about it more. I can't wait to really get into depth about it on this podcast because I don't want to reveal too much because it's still kind of early. Can't wait for the cover because I actually already made the cover. I know a little too soon, but I already made the cover. And I'm so excited to publish this book, bro. Y'all don't even get it. Like, I've never been so proud of something in my life. And then the writing, oh my god. This is how I know I've really grown over the years because the level of writing that has come out of this is amazing. Like, it's actually a relatively strong first draft, which I'm surprised about because normally my first drafts are really bad, as they should be, because I've already talked about how first drafts are going to be terrible. That's just how life is, and y'all just got to accept that as a writer. First drafts are bad for a reason, and the greatest thing about it is that you can fix it and make it better. But this is the first draft I've ever written that I've actually kind of liked most of the way through. Of course, there's some little things I need to fix, obviously. And there's some little story elements I need to actually update because I'm like, I had a better idea for this and I had a better idea for that and da-da-da-da. But we'll get there when we get there. But for the most part, the foundation itself is incredibly strong and I'm so proud of it. Like, I always say the next book is going to be my best-selling book, but like, this is really going to be my best-selling book, y'all. It really is. And I hope y'all buy it because I put a lot of energy and I put a lot of heart into that, you know, like, I need y'all to get it on the bandwagon with me. So, I don't know how much I should really say about it. I mean, I guess I could give y'all kind of like the premise. Just a loose premise. It's basically about this girl who is getting married, right? She getting married to her little college sweetheart, you know. They about to start on the wedding and boo, 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 boo. And then he leaves her at the altar. So she's like, why you leave me at the altar? That nigga don't answer. So now she's like, well, I got these tickets to Jamaica and I don't want to waste them. So she takes her best friend with her. And then that's when she meets her next love of her life. And I'm like, ooh, I ain't gonna reveal no character. Actually, no, I lied. I did actually reveal the character names, I think, on my Instagram. It should be in one of my highlights. So if y'all want to head over there, y'all can get a sneak peek on what their names are because I'm not dropping them in here because I need y'all to flock to my Instagram page. I'm trying to run them followers up. I have not been consistent on there in a minute. Mostly because I've been busy. That's really it. That's really why. No shade. That's just the truth. It takes up a lot of my time. So, yeah, there's that. But that's really the update with writing. I haven't really been writing a lot of poetry. I think the last like little bit of poetry I wrote was for my poetry class during the summer. That's literally it. I have not written anything ever since. Not for any particular reason. Not that I haven't really been inspired. I just haven't really wanted to write no poetry. It's It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So I also started watching Vampire Diaries recently. I'm already on season 2. And first off, the show itself is amazing. The whole first season was a wild goddamn ride. And it continuously proceeds to be a wild ride. Like, I keep watching every episode and I'm like, I didn't think I was gonna like anything about vampires, because I'm normally not into vampire shit, because it's always corny and cheesy and I'm not into that and I don't care. But for some reason, this pulled me in more than it should have. Damon will always be my favorite character. Catherine can go suck a dick. And I love Stefan and Elena together, and I really, really hope they don't break up, but I'm pretty sure they do, so I'm gonna be sad, because if they were endgame the entire season, or entire series, that'd be insane, but I highly doubt they are. However, I did post this on my Instagram earlier, where, by the way, these are spoilers for people who haven't seen Vampire Diaries, so if you would like to skip ahead, please do. But anyways, literally, I was getting so heated, because, 2 things. 1, why did Bonnie literally lie about undoing that spell on the little vampire frequency device? I wanted to reach through the screen and choke the fuck out of her. Because then she realized it was her fault that her friend almost got killed, why Damon almost died, why other people died in the process. I was like, girl, like, all because you had a vendetta. And I was like, if you didn't want to do it, you should have just said that. Like, I could totally understand you not wanting to help the vampires because they killed your grandma. Not that they really killed your grandma. She made her decision to help them regardless, knowing that I possibly could kill her. So that's really on her, not really on them. Maybe it's on them because they dragged her into it. I don't really know. But I'm just saying, like, I understand your plight or whatever, but that was no excuse to lie. Like, Elena trusted you, and I don't know why Elena wasn't as mad as she should have been, because I would have had to fight that bitch in the street. That's just me. Whatever. Then, when Damon was with Catherine finally, and was professing his love, and then she had the absolute audacity to not only tell him, oh, I never loved you, I loved your brother more. I was screaming, crying, throwing up, sliding down the wall, because I was like, what in the goddamn cinnamon toast fuck? I was like, I know this man did not spend 145 years simping over you, only for you to say that to his face. Because if I was Damon, I would have snapped her neck right there. Because how dare you? And that right there, children, is why we should never simp over no bitch or over no nigga. It's fuck bitches and get money. Always. Because watch you end up like him, where he gets heartbroken 145 years later and she says, I liked your brother more. That would literally break my soul. I would be sick. Please. I was sick and I wasn't even him. I'm sick and I know this is a fictional world. But the fact that this happened, insane. And then proceeds to try to go get with Elena, his other love. And then she basically tells him, screw you. I want to be with Stefan. I want to be with Stefan. And then proceeds to snap her brother's neck. I mean, on period. But I hate that Jeffrey. Wait, not Jeffrey. His name is Jeremy. You know, I don't know why I keep thinking his name Jeffrey. It should have been Jeffrey. I don't know why they named him Jeremy. That's such a weird name. But I hate that he was collateral damage to Damon's wrath. But I mean, this man has been known to do dumb shit when he get mad. So I'm not really that shocked. Now, the spoilers are done, but I'm excited to see where the rest of the series goes. And if any of y'all watch Vampire Diaries, let me know. I'd love to chit chat about it. You can hit me up in my DMs. We can be friends. So yay. Okay, on to my boyfriend. I did meet someone new, and that's the guy, like I said, the one that writes books. That was my friend, technically, like maybe a month or 2 ago, that I had mentioned on one of my podcast episodes. Yeah, now we're together, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting to have a significant other who writes books as well. I'm not gonna lie, it does make it easier. But anyways, yeah, I'm not really gonna get into a whole spiel on how we met. Nobody cares about that. But I'm just coming out here to basically say, you know how I was whining and crying about the last piece of shit? Wait, that's so mean. You know how I was whining and crying like a couple episodes ago, couple months back about, oh my God, this man broke up with me. I was so sad, blah, blah, blah. My heart is aching. My heart is brokey. Will never be fixed. Well, I'm here to tell you it does get fixed. It does get better. And we move on, life continues forward. And honestly, I do not even think about that man anymore, because now I found someone else to be with, and this person's really cool. So I hope this one works out. So send me all your positive vibes. Thank you. But basically what I'm trying to say here is that heartbreak is temporary, and you will find other fish in the sea. So yeah. You got to probably wade through a lot of shit in order to get to it, but you will find something. So if you're going through a heartbreak or whatever, and you think this is the end of the world for you, and you think you're never going to find love again, I'm here to literally tell you, you will find love again. It will happen. It's always going to happen. Heartbreak is a part of life, and love is a part of life, and you can't have one without the other. So yeah, it's kind of impossible. But hey, I'm happy. I'm officially, not for the streets no more. I am no longer a hoe. So we are in cuffing season, god damn it. And we thriving. We're thriving. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, because I don't really need to get into anything else on that. Whatever. I already told you I dyed my hair. There's nothing to go about that. Oh, the biggest thing. The biggest thing that just happened to me is that I decided to shut down my candle business. I know. I can hear the tears through the screen. I get it. But for any newcomers that are on here, I had a candle business called Poetic Candles that I started during quarantine, just for fun, just to see where it would go. And it actually did pretty well for a little bit. And then I got busy, and then school took over, and then I realized I don't have a passion for candles anymore. I don't care about making them anymore. I don't feel any joy walking into my little studio. I don't care. I don't want to create anything new. I don't want to keep selling anything new. That's just not something I want to keep doing. It's too temperamental. It's too much work. It's just too much. It was starting to become too much. And when I realized my heart wasn't in it anymore, I knew I had to make a decision, and that decision was to shut it down. And I'm okay with that, actually. I'm all right with it. It was a fun little project for a while, and I I did a lot of really great stuff with it, and it taught me a lot. But sometimes it's okay to let stuff go, and sometimes things just don't work out. I know people were trying to push me to keep going regardless, because they're like, you don't know where it could go, and blah, 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 blah. But I didn't want to keep up with something that I knew I didn't have a passion for, because then it wasn't even going to be fun no more. It was more of a chore than anything. And if something becomes a chore, then maybe it's not something you need to keep doing. It reached its end, it reached its purpose for me, and I'm okay with admitting that. So I'm going to try to actually sell through the rest of my stock. So I'm gonna probably reopen the website up soon, and just again, please stay up to date on my Instagram or on my business Instagram, and I should have a closing sale eventually to get rid of the rest of the stuff I have, and then I'm shutting it down permanently after that, and you will no longer see any Poetic Candle stuff or Poetic Candles content. So that kind of gets rid of it doesn't really get rid of the business portion of this, because I still want a business. No, don't get it twisted. I still want to start a business, but it's just not a candle business. And I've been going back and forth about it, and I realized I think where my heart lies the most is obviously writing. And I was like, well, why don't I start content writing? And why don't I start editing and get paid for it? Because remember, I was telling you I was trying to do editing services officially on Fiverr, which I don't like Fiverr, but whatever. I was trying to do editing services on Fiverr, and nobody was really hitting me up. So I was like, okay, whatever. I kind of haven't really been pushing it either. But I started thinking about it, and I was like, why don't I just make my own editing business? My editing business, a content writing business, which can all go together, maybe possibly publishing house. I want to still have one, but just in a different form. And that's cool. Things are going to change. Things are going to evolve. Things are going to be different from what you initially thought they would be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Life is about trying to figure it out. And sometimes things don't work. Sometimes things fail. Sometimes things go completely off track from what you originally thought you were going to do, to lead you to what you really are supposed to do. So maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. And actually, I'm more content with that. So I don't know when I'm going to finally start setting everything up, but when I get some time, I really want to start setting up the website and stuff, and building my clientele, I guess, and you guys will be the first to know. And I'm really, really excited for that new journey and new venture. So, yeah. I'm still a CEO, just in a different way. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so mental health. How have I been doing? Based off the title, barely hanging on. I'm just saying, I dyed my hair. That means I'm having a fucking crisis. But I don't know, mental health wise, it's been really up and down. Some days are better than others. Lately, it's been fine. Aside from just being stressed, because work just be working me to death. It'd be working me like a slave. Literally, I feel like I'm in a goddamn plantation some days. But, I don't know, it's been up and down. Mostly, my spirals just come from wanting my life to be different and not being able to really get there. And it's like, I have dreams and aspirations on things I want to do in life. I have visions of what I want to do in life. And it's like I'm not getting there fast enough, you know what I mean? And that upsets me. So that's really, I guess, where it's coming from more than anything. Not necessarily because I'm actually like sad or depressed or whatever, or, it's just coming from just feeling like there's not enough control in life. And there's just a lot of things going on that are keeping me from getting to where I want to go. And I don't like that. So, yeah. But it's not about the destination. It's about the journey getting there that matters. And you're going to get to that destination one way or another, even if you have to take 1,000 back roads just to get there. And it might take you like 20 or 30 minutes longer. So you're still going to get there eventually. It just might take a little bit more time. That's how I like to think about it. You know. And then last thing, the future of this podcast. I'm going to keep up with this podcast. Trust me. I'm not editing this podcast. Fuck that. Hell no. I love this podcast. But I don't know how consistent these episodes are going to be. I'm going to try my best, but I don't know how consistent they're going to be. But I actually do have one lined up soon that I'm hoping I can actually execute. And it will actually be my first group episode. I will not be by myself. I will actually be having 2 guests. So yeah, I've been talking about this before. I wasn't really sure if I still wanted to do that or not, because I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about it. But I'm officially going to have 2 guests on here at some point, and hopefully that's sooner rather than later. And I'm very excited to have them on here and to kind of venture into new creative pursuits with this podcast. And I would actually really love if you guys would tell me like some of the things you would like to see. I might just make this the last episode of season 1, by the way, and then I'll start season 2 with a very brand new episode. And hopefully I'll be consistent with that going forward. But I really would genuinely love if you guys would, write down some of the stuff you want to see, or send me some positive vibes. Let me know what's going on in your life. It's been so long since we caught up, and I really hate that it had to take this long in order to happen. But, I don't know. I know this episode's kind of short. It's literally only 24 minutes, and I'm sure it'll be cut down by the time I edit this shit. But, I don't know. I just want to kind of give you all a little bit of a rundown on where I've been, because I know you guys have been curious. And I actually have not even looked at the numbers. I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know if y'all are even still on here. And if you are, I really shout out to y'all for really still sticking around, because I know I'm not the most consistent person. I know I'm not. I don't know. You know what? That's a lie. I'm extremely entertaining. I was about to say I'm not the most entertaining person, but I'm like, no, I'm extremely entertaining. Fuck that. Maybe I sound arrogant. Maybe I sound conceited. I don't really care. I'm very entertaining, so whatever. But I don't know. I just really want to know what you guys want to see, because like half the time I feel like some of the episodes be flopping and they be bangers. So I don't really know what's going on with y'all. Like, I'm just saying. So let me know. Tell me. Keep me up. Keep me posted. So, yeah, but there's a lot of little things that are going to start taking place, and I'm manifesting that they actually happen. And I really want to get back on here, because it feels good to be back in the chair. It feels good to be back in the microphone. Not back in the microphone, back on the microphone. It feels great to be back on the microphone. I really didn't realize how much I missed this until I hadn't been doing it for so long, but I had been itching to get back on here. So yeah, that's really it, guys. That's really it. Thank you for listening. I appreciate y'all immensely. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gorgeous. And hopefully I will actually see you soon. So until next time. Bye.